I was working in the country of Namibia, helping them establish an antiretroviral program, which is the medications that we use to treat HIV. During that time, we became aware of a program in a very poor neighborhood of the capital city. It was a program where this woman from Zimbabwe had opened a soup kitchen for children. And at the time, she was feeding about 80 kids, 1 meal a day, 6 days a week. And I came home and I told Paula about it.
It was a wonderful, awesome,
difficult,
awful experience for us as a family. One of the consequences is that our kids were not in school. There was not a school there that could accommodate us. And we would go to the soup kitchen regularly to help out, and they would play.
We had told the story of the soup kitchen to friends, family, colleagues at work, and people were really generous in donating. And they donated money, and money is the one thing that goes a very long way there. And we could say that 100% of the money went to this project and went to the kids. So there
right in the soup.
Right, yeah, it made the soup. The soup kitchen grew. So when we were there, it had gone from like 100 kids when I first saw it to 500 kids.
It's amazing what she's done.
She's the hero.
Yeah, in our mind, yeah.
Yeah.
She is an absolute hero.
Shortly after we arrived there in 2006, this child was brought to me who had both advanced HIV, AIDS, and had multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Her name was Sarah. She was 12, and she weighed 25 pounds. And she came back about a month later, and she had lost weight, had not taken the medication, and could not lift her head. She was in a diaper. Sarah's parents had both died of AIDS, and she had been passed from aunt to aunt to aunt. Mm-hmm. So I was just, heartbroken by this. She was an adorable, cute little kid, but just so sad. So we hospitalized her for 6 months. My daughter and I went a couple of times to visit her at the hospital to play with her while she was in the hospital, just because I couldn't stand it, not having this kid have anybody to visit her or to see her. But she got better. Sarah had been released from the hospital and was placed in a home, and they happened to be there. And a woman came up to me who I didn't know and said, "Doctor, there's someone here who'd like to see you." And Sarah walked up. I said, "So let's get some chips and a cool drink." And we were walking towards the vending stand, and she pulled on my pants leg. And I looked down and I said, "Yes, Sarah." And she said, "And meat," because she wanted meat. So I got her meat, and it was great just to see the change that happened in this kid. And when I went back to Namibia last March, she had developed another infection and was paralyzed on one side of her body. And I learned just recently that she passed away. But I will never forget that kid. I will never, ever forget that kid and what we can do if we really try.